Well, good evening, everybody. So good to see everyone. This is our third meeting now because of what's going on with COVID, and of course, in some ways, it's good because we can see everybody, but we can't hug anybody, so that kind of stinks. So, anyways, we got a great night tonight. We are going to talk about Buddy Walk. We are going to talk about T-shirt pickups. Some of the things that we have to do before, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So it's so exciting. But first, we've got a very special guest. Many of you know John's Crazy Socks. And it's such a great story of a great business of a dad and his son. And they started a business when he got out of school. And it's just been wildly profitable. But I'm going to bring them on. So this is John Cronin and his dad, Mark Cronin. And here they come.
Here we are.
Hello, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
How are you this night?
That'd be awesome.
Good. How are you?
I think we're doing well. We're doing
Good.
better now
Hey,
that we're talking to you.
Yeah, welcome to the Low Country.
Well, we were down there once before, and we had such a wonderful time.
It was great.
You like riding that ferry across the river?
I love that. It's so much
Yeah,
fun.
you could have moved there, huh? Would you like that?
I would. I think it's time I moved there.
Yeah. Well, we would love to have you. The beaches are still a little bit okay to swim, but it's getting a little cool.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, so before we get started, John, I wanted to show you this.
Whoa!
Oh, great!
Yeah.
Buddy Walk socks, buddy.
Yes, I
We
have
got our-
You got yours too, huh?
Hey, look at that. Hey, and I wanted to share this with everybody. When we got these socks, one of the greatest things about it is I got this along with the socks.
Right?
And that is
Wow.
a note that John had written to us, just thanking us for getting the socks. And I just think that's such a great thing to do.
What goes in every package, buddy?
every package get a chicken noodle I wrote
Right?
and candy.
And some candy.
That's
It's part of what we're doing. We're trying to make a personal connection with people, and it's sharing an experience. And the socks are just part of that. In many ways, the socks are just the physical manifestation of the story and our mission, right?
Right.
What's our mission?
Spread happiness.
That's a great mission.
And you got Skittles in that package, and we could tell you a little story behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we started, now we're based in New York, out of Long Island. When we started, we were putting candy in. And what candy were we putting in?
We put 100 kisses.
Hershey's Kisses.
We got an email from the roommate down in Florida. You have to think that.
A woman in Florida emailed us
Come
and
on.
said, "You may not want to send chocolate through the mail."
Down to hot Florida. Oh,
And that's why we've moved on to Skittles.
yeah. Good. That's awesome. Well, I wanted to just give you guys, I wanted to ask a couple questions. Many of the families down here in the Low Country, we have people that are in high school and even after high school. And I know the story behind your success, but, I'd like to know about a little of the, I guess the secret sauce, the things that you did as a father that motivated and supported and encouraged John. And John, the idea of when you were a small boy and then you got into high school, this idea that you could run your own company, through your special gifts. I think that's a great story. And just give us a little insight in that.
Well, there are a couple of things, or many things. So first, I'm an entrepreneur. So John had been around that his whole life of seeing me go and start things and create things.
Right.
John, he was an entrepreneur without realizing it because he was always organizing things.
I did.
Remember you organized
Oh,
the
yeah,
talent show.
Yeah, I work at talent shows. You know, oh, I
When he was in summer school, and I went to pick him up one day, and the woman running it came over and told me how excited they were about the work John was doing.
Hmm.
We knew nothing about it, but John had decided he wanted to organize a talent show. He set up a meeting with her. He went and met with other teachers, all on his own. And but that came about because of support he had from his teachers.
Hmm.
John participates in the Special Olympics, and we think that has a big part of things, right?
Yeah.
Because with the Special Olympics, you learn teamwork, discipline, the ability to work long term for a goal, the ability to learn how to be coached, how to win, and also how to lose.
And my dad's saying that in Special Olympics, if my point to me, Dad, a fair point is you have to be a good sportsmanship because because it's fair point that because I know
Oh, you know you got to work with your teammates. You know what you got to work for.
yeah, I have to be trained.
So I mean that all plays a part of it. But John, our business grew, as many do, out of necessity. John was in his last year of high school, right? And that many of your families understand. You can stay in high school until you turn 21. But then you go over that 21-year-old cliff.
Right, I did.
So he was in his last year of school. And what were you looking at?
I look at job program in school because I'm looking at the options I like, but I don't like it because I don't like a treat me
You
that
didn't like what you saw.
I don't know, sure.
And I'm backtracking here. John had already worked. He had a summer job once at a summer camp, working in a kitchen. And he had worked with me before in an office. And part of that was he had real responsibilities.
Yes.
And was held accountable. It's something I tell our folks that work in our business. Our colleagues who have different abilities are not hothouse flowers. Don't baby them.
Right.
Treat them like adults, and they will rise up. Right.
Excellent.
So that's the circumstances. And John couldn't find anything he liked or didn't see anything he liked. So what'd you tell me?
I said I want to go into business because I want to go a bit with my dad. I want to do something fun.
I like to say, he's a natural entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because instead of viewing that as a problem, he turned it into an opportunity. Now, we just happen to be, a lot of it's timing at the right place at the right time. At that time, and this is the fall of 2016, I was starting some online businesses. So when John came and said that, I was like, oh, okay, maybe we can do something together. But it's not always a smooth path. What was your first suggestion? Your first idea for a business?
Right, a fun store.
A fun store.
A fun.
Right. Can you imagine Lainey walking around talking to you saying, Dad, I want to have a fun store? I mean,
Right.
What would you do?
Yeah.
What was your next idea?
A food truck.
Where'd you get that from?
I got an idea from the movie Chef, the movie about Father Start Business.
Right? A food truck. Now that seemed like fun, right?
Yeah.
We were thinking, how could we make that work? What would we do?
Right.
But we ran into a problem.
We can't cook.
Yeah, we can't cook.
That's the problem.
But then you had the idea.
Yeah, I want to start creating socks. Why socks? It's fun, it's colorful, I love it creative. I'll always remember being me. I want to create that my entire life.
Now, so we decided that was worth trying, right?
Mhm.
And that's a good place for a business. If there's something you love, chances are somebody else
Right.
will love it too.
Yeah.
Chances are there's a tribe out there you can connect with.
Yeah.
So we were willing to take that chance. We bootstrapped. Right? We didn't go. We didn't put together a business plan. We didn't go look for funding. We said we'll go the lean startup route. Let's go test the idea. So with not, we had less than $1,000 that we started with.
Hmm.
We built a website. We got a little bit of inventory, and you use what you have. So for marketing, I took out my cell phone. We set up a Facebook page.
And
We made videos.
I made a video about socks.
John talking about socks.
Yeah.
But there were certain basic principles we had from the beginning. We're going to treat customers great. So that's why we put in the thank you note and the candy. And our first orders were local.
Yes.
And what did we do with those?
Our home deliveries.
We did home deliveries, right?
How about that?
We drove around, John knocked on doors, and how did the customers respond?
Our customers loved it, and they respond. So I put it on social media. I get the word.
So word began to spread.
Right.
And part of that is, you gotta have the goods, right?
Mhm.
You gotta have products that people are gonna be willing to buy, and you gotta have the service that people are gonna appreciate and come back to. But you also gotta let them know about it. So you
Yeah.
gotta find a way of getting that word out. So that's what we did. We went and tested it. And that first month, that was December
Right.
of 2016, it sold well. And we said, okay, we could make something of this.
That's awesome.
We went forward, and we've been very fortunate. We've been very fortunate with media coverage. Listen, we built a multi-million-dollar business.
Right.
I'm not sitting here telling somebody, oh, well, you can do the same thing and you'll have a multi-million-dollar business. And much of it is luck. You have to put yourself in a position to succeed.
Yeah.
But you can work very hard, and that's not going to happen. What I can tell you is we've seen this from other businesses. I know you're going to honor Willpower Ties.
Yep.
We've heard from H-Bomb Ties, which also makes, and they saw what we did, and both of those are companies with people with Down syndrome who said we can go forward. We have just put together a Down syndrome super box that has 21 items in it from from self-advocate businesses where people have Down syndrome, to show off you can do this. This is what can happen. So we can share that much.
Yeah. Well, I also know the talent lies in John. He's such a great personality, and what a great front man. I want you to talk a little bit too about, success. I think is great, and one of the things that we talked about at Night of Champions just recently is having a life of significance, which is investing in others, spending time to, really bring others along with your journey that you're taking. Would you touch on that a little bit too?
Well, sure. You tell.
So,
What are the two keys to happiness?
yeah, two things are very important to us that are do for others and grateful.
Be grateful.
Because of people that I want to know, because I know to be respect.
Well, it really does come to that. Do for others and have gratitude.
Right.
So what we've done is we've created a social enterprise. We have both a social mission and a business mission. And we'll share with folks, you've got to have a mission. It's got to be something larger than yourself, And it can't just be about making money. And don't get me wrong, we like to live indoors, so
Yeah.
we got to make money.
Yeah, sure.
I spent much of my career in the healthcare field. When I would work with nonprofits, it's always, if you want to do good, you got to do well, right? Because if you don't, then everybody goes home.
Right.
But that drive to do for others, and we find the more we do for others, the better off we are. That gives us meaning and purpose. I told you before, we didn't do that business plan. We didn't go out and do the competitive analysis and the market research. We've done some of that now. There are exactly 1 gazillion sock companies out there.
Is that right?
And if all you're doing is selling socks, you're in a bad way. Because what can you say? Ours are better, ours are cheaper.
Yeah.
But when you have a mission and a purpose, that transcends the product, and that allows you to connect with customers. And so we're not just selling stuff. We're building a community. And we're out serving people. And I'll tell you, for us, the best-selling items we have 2,000 some odd socks, are the awareness socks that celebrate communities and give money back. So we're embarking on a program. Right now, we sell a lot of other people's socks. We're going to make all of our own socks, and every pair of socks is going to be paired to a charity.
Right.
Every pair of socks will raise money. By the time we're done, we will have maybe 1,000 different charities that everyone is going to connect to. And so that everything is giving back. But then think from a business perspective. Think about the connections you're making. Think about what you're able to do when you create those type of relationships. So to come back, you asked a question about doing for others. It sounds nice, it sounds trite, and I'm telling you, that's what drives us. And it enables you to connect and grow a business.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that, again, from seeing you guys from afar and watching stories about you, that's your special sauce. That's the thing that I think connects you, that people feel that they're connected to you.
Look, this is just who we are, right? But it's that mission of, what's the mission?
Let's be happy.
Let's make people happy. And our particular focus is showing what people with different abilities can do. So if you deal with us, right, we've built that on 4 pillars: inspiration and hope.
And give it back.
Giving back.
Fun product,
Products you can love and making it personal. So we drive that in everything we do, right? It's the thank you card and the candy. It's, we work very hard at great service. If you order from us today, that order is going out today. We do better shipping than Amazon. And that's part of the message, right? We hire people with different abilities. So we have 23 employees, 19 of whom have a different ability. And what we're showing the world is this is not altruism. This is good business. And we're able to do this because of the people we hire.
Yeah.
It's the giving back, because it's not enough to just sell stuff. You gotta give back and connect.
Yeah.
We've now raised over $375,000 for charity partners. When we were looking for business partners, we had people come in and say, you can't give that away, or that doesn't work. We had banks telling us how wrong-headed it was. If we weren't doing that, you wouldn't be talking to us. Nobody would know us.
Right. Yeah. I love the idea. You spoke about the purpose, and I was watching a video about your business, and there was a young lady that you had hired, and I think she had autism. And she had said that, every place else she worked, she didn't fit in. And she said, I came and worked to John's Crazy Socks and they get me. So they understand who she is as a person.
We're the Isle of what's the thing? We're the Isle of broken toys, right? We take everybody. And,
Right.
you know, we've had folks come in and, oh, you know, I've got this, and you're not going to hire me. It's like, hey, you can do the job. And so we refer to differing abilities because we all have different abilities.
Yep.
There are things I can do that John can't do.
Right.
You're not great on the spreadsheets.
Not really.
But there are things that John can do that I can't imagine doing.
Right.
And it's focus on what people can do, not what they can't. This may be a sore subject down in Georgia, but you know that's what the Patriots do, right? In football, they find what people can do and they put them in that position to do it, and they don't ask people to do what they can't do.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you know, again, going back to that thing about purpose, I know that, you know, I called you to come here and speak to us, and you're so generous as well with your time. And I think that's part of it as well, which is so helpful to us because, you know, we're here in Georgia and you have such a great story. And there are people watching this right now that are in the same position and they're not sure what to do. And it's the idea of identifying gifts, giving people a chance to do well with the gifts that they have. Great.
It's find the things you can do, find the right places. You know, some of what makes me ache is when people come and work for us, and I know the scene you're talking about in that video. We've had folks who have worked elsewhere and not been treated well. And I want to say to folks, you can find a good match. You don't have to take a bad job. And if you want to take the chance with a business, it may not become a multi-million-dollar business. And watch what you ask for, you may get it.
Right.
You know, there are a couple of ingredients. Is it something you love? It's something that other people will be willing to pay for, be it a service or a product. And is it something you can replicate, you can do over and over? But take a chance. Go out and do it, and then you just keep finding a way. I can tell you, our thing's not been smooth. We were close to running out of business last year.
Yeah.
Things were tough. The pandemic's been very hard on our business. But what are we going to do? Lay down on the floor and cry?
Yep.
You keep finding a way.
Keep chopping the wood. Yeah. So lastly, John, I want to ask you, I know that the Buddy Walk is near and dear to your heart. And
you love the Buddy Walk, don't you?
I do. I love Buddy Walk.
And I know that you've helped out the National Down Syndrome Society with some programs where people can come and they can get a code and come and get socks at your website. So tell us a little bit about the Buddy Walk and why you love it. And you know, where you've participated in it. Haven't you been a Grand Marshal as well?
I was Grand Marshal 2011.
No, not 2011, but 2017.
17, right?
It was in New York City. But you like that walk, don't you?
I love that walk. It's so much fun because it's so much fun at Buddy Walk because I love Times Square thing. Like,
oh, you like the Times Square video?
I got Times Square video, pictures.
You like all those people, and you're meeting folks. But we've done a lot of walks, right? You were a Grand Marshal at the Autism Speaks walk.
Right.
We've done the Stroke Survivors walk.
Right.
You like doing that?
It's wonderful. I love that.
When we're trying to do things, we're always looking at ways that we can support, particularly groups like Low Country Down Syndrome Society and the National Down Syndrome Society. So, yes, you showed it before.
I did Buddy Walk.
We've made these Buddy Walk socks, and 10%. So these are athletic socks. They're great for your buddy walk, and 10% from the sale of these go to the National Down Syndrome Society.
That's great.
We have also created a charity fundraising program where we're working with local charities, and we've made a special version of it to work with different buddy walks. The buddy walk fundraising program,
Yeah.
and it's pretty simple. We give a charity code to the buddy walk. When their supporters enter that code at our store, they get a free gift, and that particular buddy walk gets 10% of whatever the sales are. And so it helps us, but it's a way for us to support and give back. And it turns out during a pandemic, this approach works well because it's touchless. You can do it remotely, right?
Right.
Plus, John, well, we should invite members of your organization. What do you do every Tuesday afternoon?
Oh yeah. Every Tuesday afternoon, I hold a dance party. At 3:00. 3:00.
3 o'clock every Tuesday, John hosts an online dance party.
Is that right?
And there are some days, today we had about 30 people. There are some days there are 100 people dancing on Zoom.
We would love to participate in that.
John, I'm sorry, I should have thought of it ahead of time. I'll send you an email. But if you go to our website, at the bottom of the page, you'll see, John's online dance party. You sign up and you just come and dance.
Yeah. What's your favorite music, John?
Oh, I have bunch of good music I like. I listen to a different artist.
Well, what are some? You never like having to pick a favorite, do you?
Yeah.
Who are you dancing to today?
One of my favorite today, that Little Mix.
Little Mix.
Little Mix, I like the one.
Right? You were dancing to Beyonce today, and what's her name? Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Taylor Swift.
All the pretty girls, huh?
Yeah, but who else do you like? Who you named for?
John Lee Hooker.
John Lee Hooker and Johnny Cash, right?
I'm going to just take off the John Cash.
You're Johnny Cash, huh?
That's
You gonna walk the line?
Yeah, I'm going to walk out. Yeah.
Well, we would like to invite you if, next year, if we're not in the middle of this pandemic, you need to come down to our buddy walk, and we'll bring you down and give you some Southern hospitality, some sweet tea, and come and walk in Savannah with us.
We would love that.
I
We
would
would love that.
I really hope not.
But
I hope not. I'm in Alan Lane.
you don't want to suck it up. No, we'll see if we do this. One of our ambitions when the pandemic ends is to load up the car and maybe go on like a 3-month drive around America of John America.
Yeah,
With
next
different
year.
speaking engagements and maybe pop-up stores and doing home deliveries and speaking engagements, and just go out and see people and meet people, and let's show what's possible.
That would be awesome.
Right? I know you want to do that. And we go down to Savannah.
Yeah.
You're right. Savannah.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you guys. I so appreciate, and I'm so thankful that you were able to join us tonight and give such good advice and inspiration. I love your message. I love the way that you design the business, the way you run the business, the way you care for others. That's all great stuff. And thankful for you and thankful for your business.
Well, thank you for giving us time. We love what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
It's such a great group. We had such a wonderful time at the Night of Champions, and I'd love to replicate that up here in New York, because that's really a special community you have. And if there are things we can do to help you or help families that are working with you, you let us know. We try to respond to everybody who reaches out to us. We're so fortunate that, you get given things and it creates an obligation to give back.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Give me your website, John, real quick.
ShockStockman.com.
John'sCrazySocks.com.
So easy. Well, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Love you guys, and
All right.
thankful for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, where's my... So next, that was a great interview, and thank you for those two gentlemen and what they do in their business, and such great ideas behind. It's more than just a business; it's how you treat people, it's how you invest in people, their attitude about having influence. Just great stuff. Next, we're going to go and speak to a young man here in Savannah. He is a 9th grader. Austin Smith. Hello, Austin.
Hey.
Hey, and this is his mom, Brenda.
Yes.
Austin he's a freshman in high school with my daughter, Lainey. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, I wanted to know, how is school going, Austin?
Good.
Good? Now,
yes.
You're in choir as well as my Lainey, right?
Yes.
Can you give us can I hear a few bars?
Yeah.
Sing a little for me. Simple Gifts, isn't that right? Oh, I think he froze. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him back. Well, hold on. Let me see if we can get them back with us. They froze up for a second there. Well, I will come back to Austin. This is Mr. Austin. So Austin also is involved with some karate, and he is a black belt now. So he was going to tell us about the different belts that he had and how it's progressed. And let me see. I think they're going to come back, but we'll come back to them. So before we go back to Austin, I'm going to bring my lovely bride, my better half. We've got a buddy walk in about a week and a half. And we got some T-shirt pickups. We got some exciting news for opening ceremonies. So without further ado, this is my beautiful bride, Candy.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm so glad that everyone is joining us. I've been loving watching the comments in the chat. I am sporting our Buddy Walk shirt for this year. So I am going to turn around and show you that too. There are all of our sponsors. And we, yes, they are red because, it's COVID and, alert. But we are excited that they are here. And so T-shirt pickup begins this Saturday. That will be at the home of Tracy Schreck, as well as the home of Candy and John Bogardus. And all that information went out on the email. So just give a shout out to our cell phones and set up an appointment to come pick up your shirts. You can do contact list pickup where you leave them on the porch. And anyone that has registered online is eligible for a shirt. So I hope you put your T-shirt size. But we have got shirts here in Guyton right now, and they were ready for pickup starting Saturday, all the way through next Friday, the 2nd. You can continue to register online and pick up those shirts up through Friday. We won't have any pickup the day of the walk, but we will have opening ceremonies and some other very exciting, fun things coming to you virtually on October 3rd. So we're really looking forward to that. And we do have both of our ladies, Miss Pam and Miss Wendy, have our button makers available in these last couple of week and a half. If you want to make a few buttons for your team, we have that available for you as well. And those phone numbers are also on the last email that you got. But if you need anything else, just give us a shout out and we will be glad to contact you and get you in touch with whomever you need to speak with concerning all these great fun things.
give them your cell phone.
My cell phone number is 912-663-8573. And I can get you in contact with any of the people that I listed that have all these things ready for you. And I look forward to hearing from a lot of you that have registered, as well as Ms. Tracy, about t-shirt pickup, so we can all be sporting our red t-shirts this year. And I'm going to hand it back over to John. And we thank you so much for all of you that have registered and have sponsored thus far. We are greatly appreciative.
Thank you, darling. So I think we have, I'm going to bring Austin and Brenda back up. Here they come.
Hello. We're back.
Your faces froze all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, we lost Wi-Fi for some reason, so I took Wi-Fi off my phone, so it's easier.
Very good.
That's perfect.
So let's talk about karate, Austin. Where are you involved in karate?
I do.
Where do you go?
For
What's the name of it?
karate.
Cooler Karate.
Pooler karate. And you have progressed. When you start out, you're a white belt. Is that what it is?
Yes.
And then what color's next? You go to a what?
Yellow.
Yellow. And then what?
And purple and blue.
Green,
And green.
2 red,
And two red.
and then black.
And black.
Wow. So you're a black belt now.
Yes, I am. Second.
Wow. And I don't want to mess with you in a dark alley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, you use that under control, right? Isn't that what they teach you? Is that you do it under control? You don't
Yeah.
you don't hit grandma, do you?
Yes. No. She's old.
So what did you have to do to get your black belt? What process did you have to take?
9 belts.
You have 19 belts.
19 belts.
Wow, that's awesome.
You had lots of tests to do, correct?
Yes. Testing.
So you had to do a routine?
Yes.
Did you have to break any boards
Yes, I've had that.
with your hand and your feet?
Yes, and my earbuds.
And you headbutted?
Yes.
Wow. I got to find out where where the Pooler Karate is, because I want to come watch this. Can people come watch?
Yep.
Yeah. Buzzer free.
That's awesome. And tell me, your mom was telling me that there's been some changes as far as funding in the state level, and we used to be able to get like B&B and some other services that would help out, but because of what's going on in the state, there's issues with that right now. Brenda, you want to talk about that?
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any information on the state representatives that we can email and showcase our children, to show their skills, and how having access to community programs with that funding improves them, improves their whole being.
So vital, yeah.
But he was getting funding through B&B for several years. We did recently fill out another application per their request and said that they did get some kind of money, but we still don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know Easter seals too. It's just not the same as it used to be. And so Pooler Karate is doing a couple things, right? So they have a GoFundMe, and I think we have that. On one of the banners just to show that. Yeah, there it is. So it's the Save Special Kicks Family Support. And anybody can go to the GoFundMe page and they can participate with that. As well, he's having something in December as well?
Yes, he's having a wild meat or wild game kind of supper.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll have like a silent auction. They've got a lot of different people that have donated things, all different
Yeah.
kinds of things, services, etc.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're interested in that as well, I believe you have the information to contact Millie there at the school.
Yeah.
They're selling, you know, tables, and they're taking, you know, sponsorships, etc. So she has all of that information.
And we'll send that out. We'll put that on the Facebook as well if people want to help out and want to participate. So that's awesome. Well, listen, Austin, we thank you for coming on tonight. You are a good-looking young man, and we're so proud of your accomplishments. Hey, Austin, tell me real quick about your brothers.
They're in army.
One of them's in the Army.
Yep, is Sonny.
Where's Josh right now?
Oklahoma.
He's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
And where's John?
Here with us.
John's here with us.
Yeah. So do you get to go to Oklahoma, or does he come here at all to see you?
He
Yes.
actually is in a special training program right now. He won't be done with that until around his birthday in November. So then he's going to actually, his next station is going to be here at Fort Stewart.
Oh, very good.
He thinks he's going to be deployed after he comes here, so we're not sure. We don't know all the ins and outs yet, but
I know that he's always been a great support to his brother and to our group. And on behalf of us, thank him for his service.
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. You know, our freedom depends on men like him and women as well that, you know, put their lives on the line for us. So we're so thankful. Yeah. Well, you guys have a great night. We're so excited because the Buddy Walk is going to be in, you know, a week and a half.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I know, it's so hard. So we got great opening ceremonies. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have a balloon arch. We're going to talk to some SCAD people. So we're going to have people cheering for us as well. So it'll be a good day. So we'll kick off at 10:30. We'll go through the opening ceremonies. Then wherever you are, you can go ahead and walk through your community in support of awareness of great people like Austin and Lainey and all of our children. And we're just so excited. So thank you so much. Thanks for everybody that was here tonight. And if you have any questions or information, you can put it on our Facebook page. And we will go ahead and respond to that. And we'll put it on our website as well. So thank you again. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.
Brenda.
Never forget.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
Good night, buddy.
Good night.